Welcome back to the Ivy Unleashed podcast. This is a lifestyle would you rather edition of the show.
Yes. We did this once
A while ago,
and it was funny. And a lot of people that know us well, they like to guess what we're going to say. And we want you to guess or pick what you would think for would you rather. Some of these I'm already like laughing inside thinking about asking you.
See, mine really aren't that funny. They're like kind of problematic of like, oh gosh, if I had to choose, what would I do?
Okay.
So we're going to get a little funny, a little serious, what would you rather?
You know what I would rather not do is I felt like you today, I've been peeing on pieces of paper. I feel like I'm doing hormone testing right now, and I've had to time out my life for the last 36 hours to like when you do a Dutch test. So I'm testing my hormones to just see what's going on, what I'm deficient in. And it's like don't eat anything. Don't have avocados or bananas for 48 hours before you do this. And then when you have between this one and this urine sample, you can only have 1 glass of water. And then if you wake up in the middle of the night, you need to pee on this. And then in the morning, within 10 minutes of waking up, pee on it. And it's like,
Can't you just take a blood sample?
seriously, it's a lot. So I'd rather not do that, but I am really excited to see what it tells me.
Yeah, it's like timing this out is stressing me out and affecting my hormones.
I know. And doing it, I feel like part of me is bummed I'm doing it in the summer because I'm like, my life is so chaotic now, but it's probably better to be like, when life is chaotic and you're busy, what's happening with your numbers? So I'm excited to see what it tells me.
Super curious. I feel like right now in this season of life, I know what I need to do and I just need to do it. Like taking a test is just going to tell me lower your stress levels. I'm like, okay, so how can I actually do that in a chaotic season and embrace the chaos and surrender to the chaos while also holding myself accountable to do the things that make me feel good?
Yeah. And what can we take out to make it less chaotic?
Mm-hmm.
That is the question.
Remove? Yeah. Well, in this would you rather, you kind of have to remove one thing. So should we get to it?
Yes, let's go. I'm excited.
Okay, this tees me up beautifully to my first one.
And you have to pick. You can't be like, oh, I don't know. You have to be like,
okay, this one's different though because this is like kind of based on my life. So it's, if you had to tap into my life, what would you choose? So for those listening who aren't familiar with my life, I currently do not eat gluten or dairy. It's a choice I've made for a few years now. So Andrea, I'm curious, would you rather give up gluten or dairy?
I think it would hurt my heart, but I think I would give up dairy. Because I like the pastas I eat and the breads that I eat. And I've watched you have to look at labels so much, and gluten's tricky. I feel like dairy's not as tricky because I've had to give that up before, and it's hard, but there's ways around it.
Yeah.
But that's a tough one. And
there are a lot of gluten-free choices though.
And a lot of people though, they don't know what gluten is. And so then when they're cooking it, they're like, I don't know. Is it gluten-free? So I feel like I would go dairy-free.
Yeah.
What if you had
to look at wheat?
What would you pick?
Like if I had to introduce one back in?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good question.
And you would feel fine.
Oh, I'd feel fine. See, that's the kicker because I'm not recommending people give it up. I do it because it makes me feel good. So if there wasn't a difference, I would remain dairy-free because when I eat dairy, I break out. So I know there's like a correlation and it makes me constipated. But then to your point, I wouldn't feel. I don't know. It's tough. I'd probably eat both.
Yeah.
But I see what you're saying with it being easier. But I love ice cream. So
Yeah,
I would say
ice cream and cheese are the ones that I'm like, oh.
cheese is fine. Pizza. I love ice cream. But there's a lot of good. See, I think I've gone so long now without it that it's like second nature to me. It's just like, I just don't do it.
And I was lactose intolerant for a while, and I would take the lactase pills with ice cream, and it was fine. So you just have to figure out how many to have. So if you're eating a big thing of ice cream, you're going to need like 3 or 4 of those pills.
Yeah. But then like, just don't eat it. You know, like, it's like kind of how I feel about alcohol. I'm doing all of this stuff to prevent feeling like crap. Well, then just don't do the thing that's going to make you feel like crap.
Yeah.
Such a mind game. Okay. Next question.
All right.
What do we got?
Okay, I'm going to do the one that keeps making me laugh because I keep seeing it.
Oh,
That
God.
one's so good. Okay. Would you rather always have an eyelash in your eye or always have a hair in your butt crack?
Honestly, a hair in my butt crack.
Yeah. I was
Because you
thinking
know what it feels like to remove that. Feels kind of good.
You're like, oh,
It's easier
this
to
whole time?
like, oh, it was just this. And then eyelash in your eye is so annoying.
And can be
I feel like I
painful.
could get away with keeping a hair in my butt crack throughout the day and be like, I'll just get rid of this later. Like, I'd forget about it easier than I would an eyelash. That'd be a pain in my butt. Literally, both would.
Yep.
I don't like that question. That's funny though.
I just kept seeing butt crack on my list.
Okay. Would you rather only be able to take cold showers? Like, we're talking cold.
I've been there.
Or only be able to shower twice a week?
I think twice a week.
Really?
I
That
just,
surprises me.
I would just plan it on running days. And then I would just plan my workouts to be like mostly 2 days a week.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe one strength training day where I try not to get super sweaty. Like fans are on, jack down, turn down the AC.
You
do
don't think
strength
your
training.
body would get used to taking cold showers?
I don't know, but I don't like to shower that much. So I feel like limiting it, not having to like take care of my hair.
That's true. And you could easily just like wet a washcloth and dab it. And
I think
get
I'm
some
changing my
deodorant.
mind. No, I'm changing my mind. I would do cold showers and I would get used to it because it would be beneficial for my mental health anyway, toughen me up, and then I'd have freedom to do it whenever I wanted.
See, I love a hot shower. Oh my gosh. Except I did recently go to this cold plunge place and started cold plunging again. Will I continue? I don't know. But I did it last weekend and I felt good. So there is
you were
something.
doing ice cubes in your bathtub for a while.
Yeah. That got old real fast. It's a lot of work. Lugging the ice up there versus this place that's sauna, cold plunge. You can just bop back and forth. $40 a month.
Wow, that's really inexpensive.
Not bad. Not bad.
And you can go unlimited?
unlimited.
What?
And there's something about when you're in front of people, like you're not going to be a little baby back bitch. Like you're going to get in the cold plunge, you know, people are watching.
That's a good point.
And you're paying. So like if I'm driving there, I'm going to use it.
Yeah.
So going back to the question, I would still take hot showers. I would find my cold in other ways.
Okay. Oh, this is a good one. This is a relationship one. Would you rather get stuck in an elevator with your ex and their partner or get stuck in an elevator with your partner and their ex?
Oh, for sure there. Okay, let me think this through.
It's like, which ex you talking about?
How ballsy, like what kind of mood am I in? I guess like if I'm getting in an elevator,
You're in a bad mood.
I'm in a bad mood. Do I get to pick the ex?
It's the worst one.
Oh, I would have it be my ex
Oh.
because I'd be like, that sucks. I would have compassion and empathy for the girl because they're dating him. Whereas if it was my ex's, my boyfriend's ex, I would, like, he would be so nice to her. Like, as he should, right? They're stuck in an elevator. But, like,
If my ex was in the elevator, I'd be like, how you been? Man, what's new?
your worst one,
I only really have good ones.
I would dial that little pad 911 and get me the hell out of here.
My exes are all nice. I did have like a tough breakup once where it wasn't my choice, but who he's with is the nicest human being on the planet. So I would pick them.
Yeah.
It'd be great. I just talk with her the whole time. I'd say her name.
I guess I
I'd
would
say
want-
her name, but I don't have her permission to say her name right now.
Yeah, that'd be weird. I think I would rather, like, have Ian with me. So I would choose that one.
I thought that's
It's like my ex isn't going to comfort me. He's going to be comforting his new girl. I need help here.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I could look past that. Like, you're an ex. Like, you're an ex for a reason.
Yeah.
I am the winner here.
Sorry, new partner.
That's a good one.
Yeah, wasn't it? It made me think.
I did have the thought the other day, getting in an elevator in Kansas City. I'm like, I'm just fully trusting that this elevator, it was kind of like janky. I'm like, every time I step in an elevator, I'm just trusting that this mechanism of going up and down. Like,
do you ever have dreams about them malfunctioning? No. I have dreams all the time that the elevator is falling,
ding, ding, ding.
and you try and like jump at the last second, like that's gonna help. Like I know I took physics, I know that wouldn't help, but like I do that in the dream, or it's going up really fast and you don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah,
I have those dreams a lot. I don't know.
It's like I don't trust my future. I don't trust my ability to be successful, but I trust myself getting in an elevator. That was the thought I had. I'm like, okay, I trust things. I got this. So silly in the mind of Brooke Herbert here, guys. I don't want to think about getting stuck in an elevator. Ugh. Have you, this reminds me, have you seen the study where one person walks in an elevator and then everyone turns around and it's like groupthink? Like, would you turn around even though you know you're facing the wrong way?
Yeah. So just to paint that a little bit more clear. So as you're walking in an elevator, everybody is facing the back wall. And so you walk in, and because you don't want to be the weirdo that's faced the opposite way, you also face the back wall.
It's like you know you're doing the right thing, but everyone else is doing it, so you just conform. Wild. Okay.
I love it. It's so funny. And their face, like, they're hesitating. All of a sudden, they're like, well, I guess we're all...
I ain't going to be a weirdo. Yeah. All right. This is a fun one. Would you rather live on a beach or in the mountains?
For sure, beach. But both would be great. But I would take a beach home over a mountain home.
Hands down.
Where we live here, we ain't got either.
Lord, I'll take either, please.
We're working real hard to try and get one of those places.
Do you have to have an accent to live in one of those places?
Times are tough here in Minnesota. Trying to save up for a good old beach house someday.
I could just pick up and move.
I mean, we could work a tiki hut somewhere and just really sell everything we own.
That's what Ian says all the time. He's like, I could just like serve at a beach bar.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, yeah. But like the odds of that happening, like, no. Like we're just here in Minnesota and it's great. And we just visit the beach a lot.
Yeah.
But if opportunity ever presents, I will take that beach
We work so hard to save up money to go to the beach.
When I could just live on the beach.
Yeah. Speaking of the beach, I'm going to a beach, a northeast beach, Rhode Island's beach. We are using our miles and our points so I can run Marathon 26.
What's the day?
October 13th. Yeah. So Justin, I just kept pestering him of like, I haven't ran a marathon since November and it's July. If I'm going to run a fall one, I need to know because I need to train. Right. And so I just keep being like, where are we going? Let's make some plans. Let's figure it out. What do we have for points, whatever, because he likes to pretend he's a travel agent. And he kept putting it off. And then finally he walked in my office. He's like, you're ruining your birthday present. I have to tell you. And I'm like, well, if it's a marathon, I do need to know I'm running it. Like, you can't surprise me with a marathon. Like, I need to
surprise next week. But if it was your birthday, that would give you 1 month.
Right. Yeah, that's not enough time. I mean, I'd figure it out, but now I only have 2.5 to
So Rhode
train.
Island.
So Rhode Island. And I was like, who's all coming? And he goes, all 5 of us. Aww. And I started bawling because we haven't done a family trip of just us 5 since COVID when we took the RV out west. Everything we do is like a big social event or extended family event, and us 5, like, yes, we live together, but we love to travel, but we haven't had like the 5 of us do something in, it'll be over 4 years by that point. So they've been asking and asking and asking. And we told them, got them all in a room and told them, and they were so excited to see me run a race. Aww. And like, I'm really excited. So
my invite must still be in the mail.
If a kid gets sick, maybe you can take their place. And
no, that's funny. I crack myself up. I'm happy for them. And Rhode Island.
Well, I still want to fit in another one that maybe could be a road trip. I know you love road trips.
I don't hate them.
They're not your favorite. Okay.
Yeah.
Next question.
Would you rather road trip with 3 kids or no, I'm just kidding.
This is so sick.
Run a marathon.
Okay. Would you rather work out covered in somebody else's sweat every time you work out?
Kind of like yoga sculpt. People's sweat's just flying
And it's
at you.
just all over you, covered in their sweat, smelling it, feeling it, or every time you work out at a gym, you have to clean the equipment by licking it.
I would have a wild immune system. Oh, that's so freaking sick.
You got to pick.
I would say covered in other people's sweat because legit, when you're in a hot yoga class and it's packed, you're like mat to mat, and it's sweaty in there, and people's sweat's flying at you. I'm like, why am I breaking out? It's not my sweat; it's someone else's sweat. Licking, that takes it to a whole new level.
Yeah, it went a little far.
Because I guess people's sweat's flying at you. It could get in your mouth. I don't know. What would you choose?
Same. I don't think I want to lick any.
Also,
equipment.
like, you're the weirdo at the gym that licks the equipment.
Yeah. Well, maybe you're
Good
the cleanup
luck.
crew after everybody's gone.
And you're just
Sick.
hey, times get tough, and that's the only way you can get a job.
And we run out of
Let that tongue do,
cleaner
you know?
spray. God.
All right, this is a good one. Would you rather live without Wi-Fi or a phone?
A phone.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you could just hop from location to location and use Wi-Fi.
And anybody that's listening that knows me well knows I struggle with the phone. Like, I don't like to have it with me all the time, and like feel like I always have to respond right away to texts or answer when you call. If it in the midst, I can't be present with you. Like, I just struggle with the phone a bit, but it's intentionally that when I say struggle, it's like I know I'm making it inconvenient for other people to get a hold of me or hear back from me. So that's the struggle. But man, having the phone by you all the time.
You know, it's nice to look at people's location. Don't get me wrong. Top 10 pastimes here. But something about back in the day where you just called the landline, can so-and-so talk? And you just weren't connected to a phone.
And you like moved the cord. Did you have a cord on your phone ever?
We did at my grandma and grandpa's house.
And you didn't want to get like stuck in the door, so you had to make sure it was underneath the crack.
Yeah, and you just like kind of play with it as you were talking on the phone.
I had a Green Bay Packer football phone that was in my brother's room that I would hide in there and talk to my boyfriend on the phone.
Gosh, I had all my friends' phone memorized. That was fun.
Yeah.
Those kids, they'll never know
They'll never know.
how good it was.
Okay.
What else you got?
I got so many good ones. What? Okay. Would you rather go on a game show or a reality show?
Oh, reality show.
Yeah.
I suck at games.
Really?
Yeah, like trivia. I don't know anything. I guess it depends what's the game show. Like, is it
Wheel of Fortune.
if it was like the channel? I guess that's a reality show though.
I want to go on a game show so bad.
Really?
I used to watch the Game Show Network like, oh man. Like my summer staying up late, that's what I was watching. Like I watched like the 70s show. Oh, Family Feud.
Deal or No Deal? Is that the one with the briefcases?
No, that's Deal or No Deal. Yeah.
Because then I could just be like, that one. The energy I'm getting from that briefcase.
Yeah. What other game shows did I like watching?
Fear Factor?
Oh, Fear Factor.
Eat a cockroach?
Yeah, so like is Survivor a game show or is that a reality? It's both.
It's both. Yeah.
Because I haven't watched Survivor until this year. My family got me into it. And it's so funny. Brooke and I did the Twin Cities Expo last October. I start like kind of looking at what my family's watching. And I'm like, I know those people. And I'm staring at two people on the Survivor show. And I'm like, God, I don't know why, but I feel like Brooke knows them too. And I like sent her a picture. I'm like, how do we know these people? And they were at the expo about to run the marathon. And then the other contestant that was also on the show that I knew was my friend's neighbor. So my kids are like, how do you know 3 people on Survivor?
If you're ever wondering what my personal hell would be, it would be Survivor plus like in a birdcage.
You do, like, they do have chickens running around that you want to eat.
I would rather lick sweat off of equipment.
I feel like I'm gonna apply just to see if I could get on. I feel like you kind of need more of a story of like.
No, it'd be great publicity for us. Go get him, Tiger.
I'll try. I'll submit a story.
And please survive, though.
Oh,
like, that's scary.
I will. I was doing that plank challenge at the lake the other weekend on 4th of July, and I lost. I'm like, I would suck at Survivor. Like, how could I not beat my father-in-law?
Train.
Yeah, I would train. But that's the thing. You know, some things like you eat eyeballs sometimes in a challenge, or
like, is that worth it? After taxes, what are you really walking home with? And what are your odds that you actually win?
It's small.
Right.
It's small. But it's also like a huge growth experience.
Yeah, but I feel like I get that every day.
I ain't going no island without
Take me to the beach.
Yeah.
Beach
and not the Survivor beach.
Not the Survivor beach.
Take
No.
Take you to an all-inclusive, gated hotel.
If it's like you have the chance at going to Survivor, but you gotta, you know, actually play. Like, winning is not guaranteed, or you work at a tiki bar the rest of your life. Sorry, I'm picking the tiki bar. I don't think it's worth. I don't know if I'd make it. I'm gonna fragile.
I don't know if I'd make it. Oh man, the other day there was a girl.
I'm tough, but I ain't
she
that
had
tough.
a bug in her ear that was buzzing, and that's happened to me before. And how we got it out when it's happened to me is like you drown your ear with water, and the bug climbs out.
What?
But she was acting crazy, like she was like like because the bug was buzzing, and that's happened to me before. I'm like, I know, I feel her pain.
How long did it take to get out?
For me,
Yeah.
it was probably like 5 hours. So Joss and I were on a bicycle ride from Hopkins, where we lived, to like Calhoun. So like a 20-minute bike ride, and it flew in my ear while I was biking. And then we got to our friend Nick's house, and Justin's like, Andrea's going nuts. I don't know what's happening. And it was like, this is what it felt like. Everything's normal. Everything's quiet. And then you'd hear this on your brain, and then it would stop. And then it would wait like a minute.
How'd you know it was a bug?
I could feel it like crawling in there.
Oh my God.
And then it would buzz because it was like trying to get out. Justin, this is so gross. He tried sucking out with a straw for me.
Real love.
I was like throwing my head to the side. He was like, should we vacuum it out? Like, what should we try? I was like, anything.
Get it out.
I don't care if you hurt my eardrum. I'm going nuts.
Oh my gosh.
So then we biked back home after a while because I couldn't even hang out. I couldn't carry on a conversation. And then we poured water, and then just this tiny little beetle swam to the top.
And you were never the same.
And now,
Wow.
I'm like, okay, on Survivor, you put your buff around your ears while you sleep so no bugs go into your ears.
Yep. Reason 75,000 why I will not be on Survivor.
Okay,
With the bugs.
Do you want another question?
Yeah, let's do a couple more.
Okay. Would you rather have perfectly styled hair and mismatched clothes all the time, or impeccable outfits and a bad hair day every day?
I mean, define bad hair day.
Like, it's bad. Like, it's hard to look at. I'm going with the better hair.
Yeah, I feel like what's going on up top can help the outfit. But it would be nice to just like have incredible style. Like, you don't try. You're just like put outfits together.
Maybe that Brooke, she got style, but man, she needs to.
I think for
Your
my mother's sake.
Yeah, your mom is like, please say good hair. I'll help you.
Oh, that's
Do you
funny.
want more?
Yeah.
Okay.
These really get you thinking.
Yeah.
They give you perspective on like, okay, my life's okay.
Okay. Would you rather just be kind of short of toilet paper every time you go to the bathroom? Just barely short. Like, you just wish you had like 1 or 2 more squares. Or every time you get out of the shower, you have to use paper towel to dry off.
Oh, okay, I'm visualizing this. So I'm using paper towel for my full body.
Full body. You've got no towels.
Can be good for your skin, right? Or I'm like short of toilet paper.
You're just like,
Well,
I wish I had like 2 more squares of toilet paper.
Are we talking like
Every
how
time.
my gut health is currently,
Today.
or like
Like right now for the next 5 months, you have to pick one or the other.
I think toilet paper. I could use the Kleenex spots on the toilet. I could get creative.
You know what? I feel like I would pick paper towel, except for my hair would be so soaked.
That would be such a waste for the environment.
Oh, yeah, Sonia, if you're listening, you're so mad about this question. She's like, pick that toilet paper. You don't need that much.
Yeah, I think it would help you not have to use that much. And maybe it would help you some way rewire your brain and also your bowels to be like, yo, bitch, we only got 2 squares. I'm going to need you to have a good bowel movement.
You're so environmentally responsible.
Thank you.
Okay,
All right,
more.
One more question.
Okay.
Make it a good one.
Okay, it's a deeper one. Would you rather have the amount of kids that you want to have, that you're dreaming of, but never be able to go anywhere or travel at all? You got to stay in Minnesota. Or you cannot have children, but you can go anywhere you want.
Are we saying like I can't myself have kids? Could I adopt?
You'll never be a mom.
Never be a mom.
Extreme. We're going extreme here.
Oh. That's tricky because I feel like both ways you'd be like, what if? Right? I've already seen some pretty cool places. I would get major FOMO if Ian was traveling and I couldn't go with him.
He can't either.
He can't either.
No. You're deciding for you too.
Oh, man.
What do you think he'd pick?
Travel.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So if you pick kids, you're going against your man.
We're going straight to the D. Divorce before we're even married. I think right now I'm going to say have kids. I would like to have kids because I do not want to put that out in the universe that, hey, Lord, I would rather travel than have kids. Like, I don't care what you believe in, but my woo-woo right now,
We're going kids.
We're going kids. With the fact that I know I would choose both.
Yeah.
But I can't. So in this case, fingers crossed behind my back.
Kids. I like it.
It's hard because you can't really answer that one.
Yeah, that's a hard one. But I needed to give you a hard one.
Okay, let's end it on a lighter note.
Okay. Lighter note. Okay. Would you rather have all your dreams that you're like thinking in your brain at all times live streamed on Instagram 24/7, anything you're thinking, live stream, running of your brain and what's it's thinking?
That'd be so cool to watch other people.
Or all of your embarrassing moments go viral on TikTok anytime they happen.
Hell, I'd take viral. Like, I don't know. I don't think I've never really done anything that embarrassing. And if I do, I don't really keep it to myself. Like, I tell everyone.
Yeah, you're Herbert. You don't get embarrassed.
And when I'm embarrassed or uncomfortable, I just laugh.
Yeah.
So, I would.
Like, what is embarrassing? Okay, because, like, if you fail in business, at least you're trying. If you fall down, it's funny as shit. If you, like, what's embarrassing?
I was embarrassed when I forgot that I agreed to give a reading at my grandma's funeral.
Oh.
And then I got up there and I, like, butchered a word, and most people would just, like, keep reading, and I, like, giggled at myself, and Ian's like, you just laughed at yourself giving a reading. And I'm like, Grandma's fine. Like, she knows.
You crushed it. It was great.
Yeah. But, like, who forgets that they agreed to do a reading? And then I openly told people at work about it, and they're like, well, at least you didn't have months to ruminate on it. Like,
yep,
you just get up there and do it. And I was like, yeah, that's fair. At least I didn't have to write it myself. That would have been bad.
I do think we're pretty extreme, though, on just whatever. Like, laugh at ourselves Which is probably why people like us, because we tell them everything and we don't care.
Yeah, some may call it oversharing. Others may call it you're human.
Yeah. That's why we're here, man.
And, if I can put a smile on someone's face because I did something stupid and it made people laugh, well, who's the real winner here, folks?
That's right. That's right. All right. Well, that's it. Would you rather edition of Ivy Unleashed. I love doing this. I think it's so funny. And I feel like the questions we ask make me want to ask like 20 more because, and I have more. I have more of like.
And everyone listening, like ask your partner, ask your friends these questions. I think it's a really fun way to connect. Also, humor and laughter is healing. It feels good in a very chaotic season. Summer, you've got kids running around, you're transitioning in careers, like whatever you're going through, finding the time to laugh is huge.
Yeah, any time of year. And a lot of things we talk about are heavy because we are trying to grow ourselves and learn and feel good. And sometimes that's a struggle and it's tough and life comes at you. And so, like Brooke said, find ways to laugh, have some joy, ask your partner if they want to be stuck in an elevator with their ex, see what they say.
Or maybe don't. Maybe that would start an argument. Ask them if they'd rather have a piece of hair in their butt crack or an eyelash. That's a good one.
Yeah. Well, thanks for tuning in. Until next time, this is Gold Ivy signing off.
Listen to your truth and go chase your gold.